Good evening, Rabotai. We were talking about the laws of Pata Babi Kisanim, which is the bread that's eaten as a snack, and it's going to be mezonot. So we said there's three criteria. We said if it's filled with something inside, the filled dough, or if it's going to be sweet, or if it's going to be crunchy, all these reasons would make it, each one by itself would make it mezonot. Now we spoke last time about the sweet challah. The sweet challah, according to Shulchan Aruch, no matter what the ingredients are, if it tastes sweet, it's going to be mezonot. Now we're going to move on to filled dough that's filled with something inside. There's a contradiction in Shulchan Aruch. In one place, Shulchan Aruch in Sif Aleph, in Kuf Samechet, says that something that's filled is mezonot. But in another place, in the same Siman, in Sif Yud Zayin, he says dough that's filled with meat, fish, or cheese is going to be amosi. It's going to be amosi. So there's a contradiction. I thought you said filled dough is mezonot. Now you tell me when it's filled with meat, fish, or cheese, it's hamotzi. So what changed? What's the difference? So the Aharonim debate the reason. The Taz, for example, he says, this that Shulchan Aruch says, filled dough is mezonot, that's when you're eating a little bit. If you're going to eat a lot, so there's going to be hamotzi. So therefore, if you eat, the Ashkenazim, they have a psak like this. If you eat one slice pizza, it's going to be mezonot. If you eat two, it's hamotzi. Why? Because of this Taz. They say when you eat a little bit, it's a snack still, so make mezonot. When you make a meal, so now it's like a bread. So therefore you have to make hamotzi. But the Magen Avraham argues, the Magen Avraham says, no. This that Shulchan Aruch says, dough filled with something is mezonot, it's because it's filled with what? With sweets, with like nuts, with honey, with all these kind of things that's meant to be a snack. But meat, fish, or cheese filled with the dough, meat filled with cheese, meat or fish, this is heavy. This is something you eat to get full. So therefore, of course, it's going to be a meal automatically. It's going to be hamosi. And Rav Anya writes that the halacha, the minhag, is like Magen Avraham, and therefore, both by pizza, it doesn't have to be closed to be considered like a filled dough. It's a dough that was baked with something. So therefore, if it's with cheese, there's going to be hamosi even for one slice. Now, since it's a debate, the best thing always is to make hamosi on bread, and then have the pizza. But if a person only has the pizza, nothing else, he for sure makes hamosi, even if he's going to eat one slice, and he eats, and he says Birkat HaMazon afterwards. You have to make hamosi, and he says Birkat HaMazon. But interestingly, by Gozhgizhge, by these meat-filled packets, there should be hamosi also. We just said, according to Shulchan Aruch, if it's milk filled with meat, there should be hamosi. Interestingly, Buhari Minhag is to say mezono. So that's an interesting halacha that the Bukharians have. Their minhag is to say like the Taz, if you eat a little bit, it's going to be mezonot. I don't know who could eat only a little bit of Gozhgizhge. But it very easily leads to eating a lot. So if you eat a lot, of course, it would also end up being hamotzi if you make a meal out of it. But if you eat a little bit, Bukhari minhag is the same as mezonot. There's a beautiful story. We're now in the 3 weeks. There's a child who was born. His mother passed away when she gave birth, and he was raised by his father. And his father, when he became of age, the son, he told the son, make sure to always visit your mother on the Yahrzeit, and go into the Klatbasha, go to the cemetery and visit her. And he said, yeah, Abba, you're right. So in the beginning, once he got older, lived his own life, he did it. But later, after his father passed away, and he got busy, he started forgetting, started not going. And eventually, somebody gave him musar. He realized, I didn't go to my mother in a long time. And he read a note that said that your mother had an operation when you were born. The doctor said it's going to be either you or the baby. So you have to make a decision. She said, we didn't have kids many years. She decided to give her life for you to live your life. And he realized, how could it be that I don't even know who she was, but I didn't care how much she sacrificed for me. I didn't care to go on the Yahrzeit. I didn't care to do Kaddish, didn't care to do that. Shame on me. He was so sad. And we have to realize that we're really in the same situation as well. During the 3 weeks, people say, the Beit HaMikdash, I wasn't there, I didn't meet the Beit HaMikdash, I never saw it. What does that have to do with me? The fact that we don't know how much Hashem sacrificed from the kavod of the Shekhinah to destroy the Beit HaMikdash, we don't know what the Beit HaMikdash, already this is what to cry for. Already that we don't know who it was. You go to Yoshvo, you see people crying, you don't know who they're talking about, you never met the person, but you feel bad, I wish I knew who the person was, I want to participate in their pain, I want to help them. So the person has to feel like this about the Beit HaMikdash. You don't know about the Beit HaMikdash, learn about the Beit HaMikdash, cry also in these 3 weeks. If you don't know, that's also a reason to